Welcome, one and all, to Squirrels and Robots, episode 133. Thank you, everyone, for the continued support. Yes, thank you for the people on YouTube and Patreon and Twitch, re-upping subs and memberships and all that. It is appreciated. Yes, thank you. All right. Oi, it's official. Nintendo is closing their Wii U and DS shops on March 27th, 2023. It's over, mate. All those games forever gone. Until they port them over or just remaster them and charge you all over again. Or modders just post them as ROMs. Just saying. Yeah, there's that too. As usual, the companies that make the content don't really seem to care about preserving it or keeping that content available for future generations. So, good job, Nintendo. Yeah, mate, gaming is a whole other beast, It's not like music or movies, where, it's just there. There's multiple formats and somebody inevitably has a copy somewhere that ends up being posted and whatnot. It's like, with games, once the servers go down, mate, it's like gone forever. Unless a modder patches it or makes a ROM, it's like no one listens to me. Yeah, but here's what usually happens. Games end up getting pulled from shops, they're hardware locked, or are no longer available due to, licensing agreements and all that other crap. So the gaming community has to take it upon themselves to preserve that content. And then they end up getting sued. Now, I'm not one for stealing work. Hey, we're artists and content creators. We know how important it is to make money on one's work. However, if there is no way to track down the content and acquire it legally, merely due to the fact that the powers that be decided to just, not care, what's the problem? Seriously, if people like your work, make it available somewhere. Even if you're a large company and a game that maybe 1,000 people play or care about just isn't on your radar anymore, yo, come on. That's what we're doing, because all our work keeps getting removed from platforms, so we're putting it together for peoples on other platforms. Yes, the HD seasons of Neurotically Yours will start rolling out on Gumroad and itch.io in September. However, itch.io has kind of file size limitations, right? And Gumroad does not. So Gumroad will probably be your best bet to get a complete digital collection of all things Neurotically Yours. Yeah, and when those are out there, somebody do subtitles, all right? We don't have the time, and if we want to get them up on Amazon, we need subtitles. For reals. I don't know. I think subtitles are very offensive to people who can't read. What? Anyway, movies and music aside, games do have this tricky aspect to it. Be it licensing issues, server issues, legal issues, being hardware locked, delisted. I mean, there is so much work that goes into making a game. You gotta preserve that, dude. Agreed. But, whatever. Apparently, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and the Powerpuff Girls are both getting revivals with the creator involved. So, hopefully, that will be fun and not watered down crap. Yeah, both of those kind of had these rather mature jokes slipped in there every once in a while from what I'll remember. Yeah, cartoons from the 90s tended to have some double meaning in some of the episodes. Double meaning. That means two things. Yeah. Disney is making a live-action version of the animated film Hercules. Danny DeVito better be in it or riot! Riot! And Rob Zombie's The Munsters is going to be on Netflix, which apparently caused some speculation on the internet that the film is so dreadful, they're just dumping it on Netflix rather than having a theatrical release. Which is not the case, as Rob Zombie himself has stated that it was always meant to be on Netflix through an agreement through Universal. Allegedly. The Monsters and Wednesday Addams series both on Netflix this fall. Super spooky, good times to be had. Yeah! Yeah, actually, also, this September is a feast for metalheads, as the new Megadeth album, new Slipknot album, new Ozzy Osbourne album, and new Devin Townsend album are all going to be released this fall. So, there you go. Also, that movie Trick or Treat, right, that had an Ozzy Osbourne cameo as a mad priest, is finally getting a Blu-ray release. It's been forever. Blu-ray, mate. Also, Arsenic and Old Lace is finally getting a Blu-ray release. What? That old Cary Grant dark comedy? Yes. Wow. I almost forgot about that. I saw it like 4 times, like years ago, and I was like, oh, this is really funny and dark for the time, and it just kind of disappeared off my radar. And here we are, getting another proper release. That was in black and white, though, wasn't it? It was real old, like before color film. Yeah, speaking of black and white, yo, am I the only one that thinks the Rob Zombie's Monsters trailer looks 1,000% better in black and white? It does, honestly. I did see it in black and white. Netflix, release a black and white version. Trust me, it'll be better received as it's going to hide all the cheese-tastic retro campy special effects. Okay? Skate 4 is going to be free to play. Oh my god. Yeah, bad news about that. The long-awaited, almost legendary meme of a series, Skate, finally got production started on Skate 4 and things were going along, but it turns out it's going to be a free-to-play that supposedly is not pay to win. Wasn't it supposed to be like an actual $60 title on release? I believe so. So what happened? Badness happened! Okay, so they dumped it as a free-to-play because no faith in the game from my brain views allegedly. Well, this is all speculation, as it were, right? And I would hope that Skate 4 would be another worthy addition to the franchise, because it got up there. It was like better than Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games at one point. But right, if it is free to play, honestly, I think the whole gaming community is pretty much at their wits' end over the free game shenanigans at this point. I mean, how are they going to get money? Skins and cosmetics. I mean, mate, you're only going to make so much. And then there's going to be levels and boards and stuff you're going to have to unlock and separated DLCs. And, if you want to play on the skate park, you got to pay $12 for this DLC and whatnot. There's going to be a lot of nickel and diming, I believe. Yeah, that's all kind of sus. So sus. And speaking of crappy games, yo, how come everyone on the planet supposedly hates Blizzard, yet their company still had one of the best profit quarters in recent history? Well, people are rather inconsistent as behavior goes, aren't they? I mean, they all like, I hate Blizzard, microtransactions, and their work environments, allegedly. Then they be all like, oh, new Diablo and Overwatch, shut up and take me money. Yeah, getting real tired of seeing the perpetual cycle of hypocritical behavior. It is tedious. But, I think it just proves that all the internet discontent, it doesn't mean jack, mate. It doesn't mean a thing. Everyone complaining about it. Blizzard's still walking away with millions of dollars in their pockets. Between that and the dwindling collective intelligence of humanity, it does not look good for pop culture in general, okay? If we can't all be on the same page when it comes to microtransactions and loot crates, then how the hell are we going to be on the same page for real issues? People are never really on the same page. Ever. So, what's the point? There is none. This is why I do whatever I want. If I want to pick my nose with chopsticks on Tuesday, I'll do it. Yeah, Pilsy actually having the right idea, honestly. Even I'm kind of exhausted trying to understand the motives behind humanity's actions. I really don't know why you bother, honestly. Neither do I. Well then, alright, deprogram all that, Stop worrying about humanity and being a bunch of daft birds, cause, it ain't never gonna change. Then what do I do? Well, what would you do if you didn't occupy your time with the ills of humanity? Listen to music, keep people away from me at all times, and only check in on the human race every so often to acquire newer pieces of art, music, movies, and games. So, you hate humans, but enjoy the stuff they create. Well, I think the arts are the best humanity has to offer, okay? But over the last few decades, there's been a major dip in quality of content across the board. Well, there's some stuff out there, you just gotta dig. Well, that's the problem. I've said this numerous times. There's so much crap out there that all the good stuff gets buried because all the regular stuff is appealing to idiots. And there's so many more idiots out there. So there's so much crap trying to appeal to those morons. Right? All the good stuff just gets buried. It never has a chance to reach the masses and create an impact because it's always overshadowed by some yelling reactionary YouTuber or streamer. And you know what? What inevitably happens is now the collective intelligence of humanity is actually suffering because all they're absorbing is the most derivative of quote-unquote arts. So now humanity becomes the sum of their influences, and those influences have been freaking stupid for decades. Okay? By comparison, Beavis and Butthead look like savants at this point. I don't know. Chiptune music is kind of cool. Like, alright, we just need better arts in general, okay? Or, at the very least, have the really good arts that are out there kind of be pushed to the forefront of society, alright? Because the forefront of society now is utter garbage. It is garbage. Yeah, I mean, I'll agree, a lot of stuff has been rather lackluster out there. Even anime, has been fairly humdrum, So much so, I have been digging through the older stuff, like, Dirty Pair and Kimagure and Orange Road and oh my god. Right, whatever. Here's the thing, right? As society progresses, I shouldn't have to be looking to the past for greatness, okay? I should be looking at the present, as the present should be a culmination of the greatest things that happened before. Wow, it's like you didn't even hear me when I said chiptune music was good. Oh god, whatever. Never mind. Later everyone. Seek out good stuff, make great stuff, and if you can't make great stuff, find the good stuff and help get it out there, okay? Because I think we can all agree when we scroll through all the content we're being inundated with daily, very rarely is any of it worthing or leaves a lasting impression. Okay? I'm looking for the stuff that can alter a mind and change the course of someone's life. Alright? Not somebody reacting to Metallica for the first time. Seriously, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, well, state of the world. I'm gonna go have some ice cream or something, try to cheer up a bit. And coffee. I guess coffee helps. Be well, stay smart, promote good stuff. Well, I'm sure we can all agree that chiptune music is very underappreciated. So yeah. Something like that is awesome. Oh my god. Later, everyone! Ah!